Hi everyone and welcome back to a library of books and daydreams. So today I'm here to talk to you about my July wrap up and my August TBR. I only managed to read 5 books in July, which hasn't been my best month this year, but also I read Kingdom of Ash, which is the longest book I've ever read, I think, just about beating Queen of Air and Darkness. So I think it's okay that I only read 5 books. So let's delve right in and talk about my July wrap up. So the first book I read is actually a manga. I really don't read a lot of manga, but I read the third Your Name manga. If you know me, you will know that I absolutely adore Your Name and Weathering with You, both films by Makoto Shinkai, and I have read everything that comes along with them. I have read the light novels of them, I've read the manga, and I just hadn't read the third one. I hadn't got the third one, so I picked it up a couple of months ago and I read the third manga. It took me about half an hour, so I stormed through that one, and that was one of the books I read in July. The second book I read in July, I'm gonna put the cover here as I have it on my Kindle. It is Supper Club by Lara Williams. I was part of the blog tour for Penguin, and this turned out to be a really interesting, kind of disturbing book about women. You can see my review, I'll link it in the comments below, and I found it really interesting. It really wasn't what I expected. I did enjoy it, but it was just not quite for me, so I gave it 3 stars in the end, I think. Yeah, I'll leave the link down below if you'd like to check that one out. The third book I read in July is Tower of Dawn by Sarah J Maas. I absolutely loved this book. This really shocked me. Sorry, I can see a spider against my wall right now. It ran really quickly. That was terrifying. Anyway, I read Tower of Dawn by Sarah J Maas. I ended up finding this one the best in the series. I really enjoyed it. So definitely 5 stars to Tower of Dawn. And the next book I read was How It All Blew Up by Arvin Ahmadi. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. This is completely on the opposite end of the spectrum. I hadn't heard great things about this book or this author, but I had a copy on NetGalley, so I thought I would give it a go, and I really didn't enjoy it. I think I gave it 2 stars in the end. Again, I read it on my Kindle, so the cover will be here. Yeah, unfortunately, I will also link the review down below. I'll link the reviews for all of these books that I'm mentioning down below. But wasn't a great read for me, but I got through it super quick, so I thought I'd just give it a shot. And the last book I read in July, as I previously mentioned, was Kingdom of Ash, this absolute brick, but I really enjoyed it. It took me and Alex about 2 weeks to get through this, and we were reading about 75 pages a day, so I didn't really read a lot alongside Kingdom of Ash at all, but I really loved it, so I'm so glad that me and Alex decided to read this series together. And now on to my August TBR. It's a little bit more ambitious than what I read in July, but I think I can do it because a lot of them are shorter books and I'm no longer reading an epic fantasy series. So the first one is Lot by Brian Washington. I am currently reading this. My spot on the blog tour is tomorrow, but I am quite enjoying this book. I am just over halfway through and I think I can finish it today. It's a really super quick read, a collection of short stories, really interesting, so you can see my review for this one very soon. And the second book, which I'm also currently reading alongside Faye and Alex, is Loveless by Alice Oseman. We were so excited for this one. So we read yesterday's pages last night, and I'm really excited to carry on with this one. I can already tell that I'm going to absolutely love it. And the next one that I want to read is Far From Perfect by Holly Smale. I actually haven't read any of her books before, but I'm on the blog tour for this one, and it seems like the kind of thing that I can just jump into. It's actually a really pretty copy, so I thought, why not give this a go? And I'm looking forward to reading it. And the next one I have a copy of on my Kindle, so again I will put the cover next to me right here, and that is The Black Kids by Christina Hammonds Reed. I have had this on my NetGalley for a while and I am so excited to get around to it. I think it is releasing in 2 days in the UK, or it might be releasing today actually, the 4th of August, sounds about right. So I am so looking forward to this one, and I'm hoping to pick up a physical copy if I enjoy it, so you can see my review for that soon. And the last thing on my TBR for August is The Shadow and Bone, the Grisha series by Leigh Bardugo, so I promised I would read this one after Throne of Glass. I am super excited for this. I'm super excited to actually have read all of Lee Bardugo's work. I'm completely reading them in the wrong order. But yeah, and I'm so glad I managed to get these paperback versions, which I adore. So that is all of the books that I have read in July and I want to read in August. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, drop it a like, maybe comment down below and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more like this. So Faye's video will be coming out on Friday and Alex will have another video before me next week. So I'll see you next week, guys. Bye!